Hoover Dam is a concrete arch gravity dam in the Black Canyon of the Colorado River, on the border between the U.S. states of Nevada and Arizona. It was constructed between 1931 and 1936 during the Great Depression, and was dedicated on September 30, 1935, by President Franklin D. Roosevelt. Its construction was the result of a massive effort involving thousands of workers, and cost over 100 lives. It was referred to as Hoover Dam after President Herbert Hoover and bills passed by Congress during its construction, but was named Boulder Dam by the Roosevelt administration. The Hoover Dam name was restored by Congress in 1947. Hoover Dam impounds Lake Mead, the largest reservoir in the United States by volume when full. The dam is located near Boulder City, Nevada, a municipality originally constructed for workers on the construction project, about 30 mi, 48 kilometers southeast of Las Vegas, Nevada. The dam's generators provide power for public and private utilities in Nevada, Arizona, and California. Hoover Dam is a major tourist attraction. Nearly 1 million people tour the dam each year. The heavily traveled U.S. Route 93, US 93, ran along the dam's crest until October 2010, when the Hoover Dam bypass opened on December 21, 1928. President Coolidge signed the bill authorizing the Boulder Canyon Project. ACT appropriated $165 million for the project, along with the downstream Imperial Dam and All-American Canal, a replacement for Beatty's Canal entirely on the U.S. side of the border. It also permitted the compact to go into effect when at least 6 of the 7 states approved it. This occurred on March 6, 1929. With Utah's ratification, Arizona did not approve it until 1944. Soon after the dam was authorized, increasing numbers of unemployed people converged on southern Nevada. Las Vegas, then a small city of some 5,000, saw between 10,000 and 20,000 unemployed descend on it. A government camp was established for surveyors and other personnel near the dam site. This soon became surrounded by a squatters' camp. Known as McKeeversville, the camp was home to men hoping for work on the project, together with their families. Before the dam could be built, the Colorado River needed to be diverted away from the construction site. To accomplish this, 4 diversion tunnels were driven through the canyon walls, 2 on the Nevada side and 2 on the Arizona side. These tunnels were 56 feet, 17 meters in diameter. Their combined length was nearly 16,000 feet, or more than 3 miles, 5 kilometers. The contract required these tunnels to be completed by October 1, 1933, with a $3,000 per day fine to be assessed for any delay. To meet the deadline, 6 companies had to complete work by early 1933, since only in late fall and winter was the water level in the river low enough to safely divert. Most work had been completed by the dedication, and 6 companies negotiated with the government through late 1935 and early 1936 to settle all claims and arrange for the formal transfer of the dam to the federal government. The parties came to an agreement, and on March 1, 1936, Secretary Akes formally accepted the dam on behalf of the government. 6 companies was not required to complete work on one item, a concrete plug for one of the bypass tunnels, as the tunnel had to be used to take in irrigation water until the powerhouse went into operation. The amount of electricity generated by Hoover Dam has been decreasing, along with the falling water level in Lake Mead, due to the prolonged drought since year 2000 and high demand for the Colorado River's water. By 2014, its generating capacity was downrated by 23% to 1592 MW and was providing power only during periods of peak demand. Lake Mead fell to a new record low elevation of 1,071.61 feet, 326.63 meters, on July 1, 2016, before beginning to rebound slowly. Under its original design, the dam would no longer be able to generate power once the water level fell below 1,050 feet, 320 meters, which might have occurred in 2017 had water restrictions not been enforced. To lower the minimum power pool elevation from 1,050 to 950 feet, 320 to 290 meters, 5 wide head turbines, designed to work efficiently with less flow, were installed. Water levels were maintained at over 1,075 feet, 328 meters, in 2018 and 2019 102, but fell to a new record low of 1,071.55 feet, 326.61 meters, on June 10, 2021, and were projected to fall below 1,066 feet, 325 meters, by the end of 2021. The dam is protected against overtopping by 2 spillways. The spillway entrances are located behind each dam abutment, running roughly parallel to the canyon walls. The spillway entrance arrangement forms a classic side flow weir with each spillway containing four 100-foot-long, 30 meters, and 16-foot wide, 4.9 meters, steel drum gates. Each gate weighs 5 million pounds, 2,300 metric tons, and can be operated manually or automatically. Gates are raised and lowered depending on water levels in the reservoir and flood conditions. The gates cannot entirely prevent water from entering the spillways, but can maintain an extra 16 feet, 4.9 meters, of lake level. The large spillway tunnels have only been used twice, for testing in 1941 and because of flooding in 1983. Both times, when inspecting the tunnels after the spillways were used, engineers found major damage to the concrete linings and underlying rock. The 1941 damage was attributed to a slight miselement of the tunnel invert, or base, which caused cavitation, a phenomenon in fast-flowing liquids in which vapor bubbles collapse with explosive force. In response to this finding, the tunnels were patched with special heavy-duty concrete, and the surface of the concrete was polished mirror smooth. The spillways were modified in 1947 by adding flip buckets, which both slow the water and decrease the spillway's effective capacity, in an attempt to eliminate conditions thought to have contributed to the 1941. The changes in water flow and use caused by Hoover Dam's construction and operation have had a large impact on the Colorado River Delta. The construction of the dam has been implicated in causing the decline of this estuarine ecosystem. For 6 years after the construction of the dam, while Lake Mead filled, virtually no water reached the mouth of the river. The Delta's estuary, which once had a freshwater-saltwater mixing zone stretching 40 miles, 64 kilometers, south of the river's mouth, was turned into an inverse estuary, where the level of salinity was higher close to the river's mouth. The Colorado River had experienced natural flooding before the construction of the Hoover Dam. The dam eliminated the natural flooding, threatening many species adapted to the flooding, including both plants and animals. The construction of the dam devastated the populations of native fish in the river downstream from the dam. 4 species of fish native to the Colorado River, the bony-tailed chub, Colorado picamino, humpback chub, and razorback sucker, are listed as endangered.